Hi everyone, it's Carl's here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Alright you guys, so in today's video we are going to be doing a product review on a celebrity fragrance, and actually never done one on my channel before, so this is going to be the first time I've ever done one. So hopefully it's going to be informative and somewhat educational, if that makes any sense. Alright you guys, so today's fragrance we are going to be reviewing, in the sense of celebrity wise, we're going to be reviewing the Iggy Azalea Devil's Advocate perfume. That is right, that's what we're doing. You want to know why I'm doing that? Then you got to keep on watching. Anyways you guys, so if you really want to know my thoughts and opinions about this, because again, I have a love and hate relationship with celebrity fragrances. I'll get into that in a minute. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well, so anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications, and give my video a thumbs up as well. Why, you may ask? Because guess what? Guess what? It's free 99. Who doesn't like anything that's not free? Wait, does that make sense? Wait, who doesn't like things that are not, who are, but they are? All right, you guys, I need Jesus. Let's just get into it. So real quick, again, this is from Iggy Azalea. This is the perfume called Devil's Advocate. From my understanding, she is going to be releasing a few more after this one. I don't know if it's going to be one more, two more, but it sounds like there's going to be a few more. Anyways, you guys, so let's go ahead and give you a quick look of the actual unit itself. I think artistically wise, the drawing, the packaging is super slick. I mean, this is me coming from a graphic design marketing background, and I think this is so cute, right? Look at the drawing. So Perfume de Azalea. So this is a can never say this word right. Eau de Parfum. Sometimes there's Eau de Parfum, Eau de Toilette, and then there's another one. Can't remember. Anyway, so on the side right here, I think this is so slick. There's a little tabby here for you to open the unit, and it's the tail, the devil's tail. Isn't that cute? Like, I don't know, it's just me. Anyways, you guys, so that is the back side. I do apologize. It is somewhat hard to read just because it's a matte, and then the font is also matte red. Just, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so just in case if you are curious, the ounce is 1.7 floral ounce. The actual perfume itself does retail for $57. The actual bottle itself is super slick. Let me show you. So that is the unit itself. Now, what I think is so awesome of how they did this, I'll give you a closer look, but if you notice, the bottom right here is like a frosted matte black, and then it gradually in a ombre style goes into a actual shiny black bottle. I don't know what best way to describe it, but let me give you a close-up. Isn't that super slick? But the downfall that I have with this particular bottle is that if you look close enough on the actual logo, or the, I'm not sure what you want to call this, but this is raised up, so it looks like they put something on there, which is actually really pretty. But right there, if you notice that the actual painting, or the paint that's on this little, I don't know what you want to call it, completely honest, it's wearing off. And I've only taken out of the box maybe a couple of times. And if you see by the horns, the paint it's just rubbing off, which completely sucks, to be completely honest. I don't know if it's because maybe it's opening back and forth with the actual box and it's just rubbing against it. Again, it's nothing that's like going to damage the perfume itself. It's just more of a cosmetic appearance. Does that make any sense? All right, you guys, so then you open it up, then you get a black top, which is really nice. Now, like I mentioned, I have this perfume, cologne, however you want to call it, because this is a unisex perfume, cologne, a unisex fragrance. That's better. So when I received it, I'm like, this smells like something, and I couldn't put my finger to it. I really couldn't. Like, I'm like smelling it, and then I never used it because I'm like, it smells like something, and I just could not like rationalize what it was. So I figured, you know what, the best way to do a product review, let me test it out for a few days and give you my thoughts and opinions in terms of like how well it wears, the longevity of it, pretty much the same thing. The first notes, the top notes, what do I smell right away? All right, you guys, so right off the bat, I realized to myself what this smells like. This smells very similar, and if you never smelled this before, then you may not be able to understand what I'm trying to explain in terms of the comparison. Is this Sarah Sarah Jessica Parker fragrance stash. If you've never smelled this before, then it's going to be really hard to kind of give you the comparison, but these two smell very similar to each other. So this is a unisex fragrance, but when you first smell it, you do get like that, and I don't like using these terms, you do get that strong masculine smell to it. Very similar to this. Like when I smell it, I smell the masculinity in it, but not as strong as this one. All right, you guys, so what I end up doing is for the first couple of days, I actually wore it just to give you like a better idea of, you know, like the longevity of it. Like how long does it last? What time period did you check? Etc, etc. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So when you first spray this, and I don't want to spray this, this is the area that I sprayed it on, so I'll spray it over here. So when you first spray it, it does have like a subtle masculinity smell to it, like a masculine smell, but you do get kind of like that musk slash vanilla fragrance right there. So from my understanding, so if I look on my phone, so it looks like the base notes, which they consider them the dry notes, you got a dream wood, which is a trademark from Iggy Azalea. Then you have sensual musk, and then you have then you have warm amber. So I can smell that like right away. I can smell the musk, and I can smell like a woodsy type of fragrance. I'm like, okay, I get that, right? So once the fragrance actually starts to like linger onto your skin, the middle notes that you get in terms of the fragrances, you get vanilla orchid, excuse me, can't talk, which is what I was telling you about. You get like that vanilla-ish smell. And for me, I'm not too crazy about vanilla being in fragrances, but this one isn't that bad, which is good. The next one is Patchouli, and then you get Australian Sandalwood. And I can smell that sandalwood in here, absolutely. Now, as the day goes on, you're doing your business, doing what you got to do, right? Then later, the scent of that masculinity actually softens up really nicely, where you get, so over here, you get more like a soft, I don't know best way to say this, but you get more like a creamy, spicy fragrance. I don't know which better ways to describe it, but the last notes that you get at the end, you get bergamot, mandarin, can't say the word, and it's spelled O-L-I-B-A-U-N, wait, no, N-U-M, can't get the word. Anyways, but you get that. But as I'm smelling it right now, you get just more of a settled, warm, creamy, spicy scent to it, not the woodsy. So it's like the woodsy masculinity kind of like balanced out, and now you're getting more of the softer side of it, even though it has like that still lingering spicy fragrance. Does that make any sense? And I'm thinking where that's coming from is from the actual Australian sandalwood, because that is the main note of the fragrance that you're getting overall. So I'm thinking that's what's lingering on, which is not bad actually. Now I get that in here as well. Now the difference between these two is this one for me personally is more of a masculine smell. Like you get more of a masculinity out of this one versus over here you get a little bit more of a touch of a light masculinity. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you are a person who does like this fragrance a lot and you're having a difficult time getting it, I strongly think that you're going to like this particular fragrance because it smells so divine. Like it really does. Like it goes on, but not as harsh as this one, because this one does go on quite strong. I'm not going to lie, but it's still good. But this one, it just has that subtle undertone where it comes in, like you smell the masculinity and all of a sudden you get, whoosh, she comes in. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, who is she? Like, that's what it smells like. Now, the longevity of the fragrances. I sprayed this on around 7 o'clock this morning, around right here. So around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was smelling it a little bit more, and it's slightly kind of, you know, disappeared. But I can still smell it. It's just not as strong as before. Now we're later in the evening. I can still smell it, but it's not as strong as it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Again, that's pretty much all day. We went from 7 to 7 in the evening, and I honestly think that's actually pretty good. Now, again, this fragrance is a Eau de Parfum. Wait, am I saying that right? I don't know. Eau de Parfum is not an Eau de Toilette. And again, most celebrity fragrances that you buy usually from a drugstore are the toilette version. And the reason for that, they're more watered down. This one is not. In terms of celebrity wise, in terms of it being an actual perfume and not the toilette, and that it's actually staying on your actual body, that's not bad actually. So you're getting your money's worth. I do like right here, like I smell the freshness on this side because I just sprayed it over here, and I still smell like that sandalwood, which smells so good. And then when you go over here, you get now like the softer side of it. It's really cool how that balances out, like how they just kind of go in with each other. Yeah. Hopefully that makes any sense to you guys. That's the best way I can describe it. Oh, another thing. If you want to know what this size smells like after it's settled down, I forgot I put it right here. I'm going to tell you what it smells like. It smells like this. This product right here. If you've never smelled this before, again, then I don't know what better way to describe it to you. But if you have smelled this, this is a very classic loose face powder, and this people have used this for years. But this one right here, this does have a scent. Yeah. So if you were to smell this right here, right, or you know what it smells like, take this scent, put it here, but just not as strong. Like if I'm smelling this right now, it has a strong odor because there's so much of the product. But take it 10 notches down, and that is what you smell right here. Hopefully that makes any sense. I mean, that's the best way I can describe this particular perfume fragrance in a sense of what it smells to in comparison. It smells like this, just less masculine, less punch to your nose, and it smells like this in the evening or throughout the day with a less punch as well. So if you want to know exactly, this is the best way I can actually describe it for you. All right, you guys, if that made any sense for you guys, why did I say you guys? This video, I tell you, why are all my videos such a hot mess? All right, you guys, so I did it again. Give me a suggestion what else I can be using instead of, all right, you guys, seriously. All right, but I'm gonna be quiet, but this really does smell pretty good. Anyhow, if this was helpful and this gave you any indication of what this smells like, leave a comment below. Let me know if this is something that would be up your alley. But seriously, this actually smells really good. I am glad that it isn't a fruity fragrance. That's what I meant by when I have issues with celebrity fragrances, because most celebrity fragrances have that fake, I don't know what we're able to say, vanilla-ish, tutti fruity smell. Do you know what I mean? It always has like that bubblegum smell, and it's the same note all the time with every single celebrity fragrance. I hate it. Hate it with a passion, but it is what it is. All right, you guys, I hope this hot mess of a video was very informative and helpful for you guys. But if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, also hit the notification bell as well. So anytime I upload new videos, you automatically get the notifications knowing that there's going to be another hot mess. But until then, make sure you all brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video. Bye now.